So I've been thinking a lot the last couple days, but today, I just finished up a workout and, I was just thinking about, man, how grateful I am to be able to train right now. Um, Dealing with a broken arm, 10 weeks today, on this beautiful Saturday here in Florida. I'm getting back into a lot more mobility. But, I was really thinking about this year when I suffered one of the more horrendous injuries. On May 30th, I was just sweeping up the gym and I got a extraordinary pain in my lower back. And I was dealing with lower back issues off and on, with lifting. But, especially now being 49, I ended up, just taking time off from training a couple days, and it would sort of get back and stop bothering me. So, but this time, I couldn't get rid of it. I remember the last time I had a episode, I went to this. It wasn't like chiropractor, but it was like he used to be a massage therapist, and he had a bunch of inversion, decompression chair, massage tables, stuff like that, that would help stretch. And, I did get some benefit out of that for a little while. Started to feel a little better, but it just wouldn't shake away. And then eventually it just predominantly got worse, man, to the point where I went and got an MRI and had a herniated disc in the L4 and 5 area. A little space between the L4. Looked like a little bit of a, deterioration as we get older, or just degenerate. And, this is a common issue. But, I remember during this process for like a month not being able to really walk. It was a struggle to go get something to drink or eat. I was in pain constantly. I mean, it got so bad that it affected my femoral nerve, which is it would run down my quadricep more to the side, not directly in the middle, but more to the quadricep side, and right down to my foot. And it was a throbbing, burning type pain. It just felt like, I couldn't sleep hardly. It was horrific. Going through 2 arm breaks and a torn distal bicep tendon. I would rather deal with those injuries than a lower back issue like that. And when I got the MRI and I talked to the doctor, he thought that, at the time I had found a chiropractor in town and he was doing some adjustments. And I started to feel really good after about 2 weeks. So then I went to the doctors to go over my MRI, and I was telling him that, this is helping, some stretches. Did a lot of research on how to stretch the femoral nerve, the lower back. He said, well, it doesn't look that bad on here. It's just pressing on the nerve by the sounds of the pain and what you're going through. So, he said if it was getting better through natural process, he goes, surgery is your last resort, so he was really not for surgery, and neither am I. But I got this apparatus called a So-Right. I saw Michael Chandler using it a few years ago, and then he was on Rogan. I think TJ Dillashaw was on too, and they were talking about the So-Right. So I ended up getting it, and I've been utilizing it for my lower back since I broke my arm, I can't really lay the way I need to release the psoas muscle, but I do believe that's causing an issue too. David Goggins talks about that from running. He spends 2 hours of stretching every day to, get that recovered from, because it gets so tight. So, it's been training for like since I was 11, 49. So, 38 years I've been training, and I've always just been training, always just been like trying to build muscle, get stronger. Never really focused a lot on really, I just started focusing on more of the recovery side the last few years, with massage therapy, with, some stretching, ice baths, sauna, heat, hot baths, but never really focusing a lot of energy on stretching. So now, I need to focus more on that. So the SoRite helps me, stretch out my lower back, my upper back. Got a few apparatuses there for my spine, and seems to be helping because I haven't been able to go to a chiropractor in the last 10 weeks because of where I broke my arm. I can't really lay down on that side yet and get cracked and moved around. So it's still kind of, a tender area. So I've been just doing this. So my point is as we get older, and part of our training is to loosen up and to have more flexibility and more mobility. And I was just thinking about this as I was training, how grateful I am to be able to train again and to not, be laid up in bed. And, it's through these adversities, through those moments that we can really be grateful, So now I have a little bit of pain in the femoral nerve still, but it's nothing that, it's nothing. It's just like having a little tight muscle, like I did a good quad workout. So I'm always thinking that I train quads hard. But so, now I have this opportunity to train and push myself, and now I realize that a lot of my training will also add stretching, mobility type movements, because once you lose the mobility and flexibility, then you're just asking for trouble and asking for injuries. So just with your training, focus on the active recovery with stretching and mobility type of movements, so that you can have a long career of training. I'm blessed that I've able to train this long, and I have never sustained an injury through weight training. All my injuries have been through arm wrestling and in matches. So, that being said, keep training hard, keep pushing yourself each day to be the best version of yourself. And thanks for tuning in to the channel. Send me a comment if there's topics you'd like me to talk about, and thanks for the support.